Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is an M44, the Tier 6 American SPG, and we're on the west spawn, no, the east spawn of Airfield, get it right, and the name of the commander is Major Nuisance, and he's got a mark of excellence on his barrel, so I'm expecting good things, and battle is about to commence. And they're off. Now the engine of the M44 is a Continental AQS 8953, developing 450 horsepower. As you know, the M44 was made by the Massey Harris company, and there's some dispute over how many were built. Some say it was 600, others say it was 250, some say it was 260. Okay, now he's found his firing position. And it's quite a good firing position, that one, because it does give wide field of fire to fire on the enemy as they're approaching on the water side. And we've got our first customer, VK3001D, and he's making quickly for the water area. On the south, coming around the south pass, here he comes, rapidly YOLOing in. Oh no, he's stopped by the rock. Now he wants to become a target. Rounds out, direct hit, 139 hit points, loads of stun assists going in. Yep, he's really suffering. Lost most of his hit points, down to 19 hit points now, and he's lost his tank. Now, wasn't that a complete waste of time for him, but it was a lot of good target practice for Major Nuisance. Okay, Chinu, hiding up behind that rock, thinks, oh, I'm nice and safe here, but he's been tracked, rounds out, and before the round arrives, he burns to death. Oh, it's such a pity, because Major Nuisance wasted a shell there. But there's a T1 Heavy up on that little rise, and he can hit that, but it's going behind cover. But it's got very low on... There's a T1 Heavy there with very low hit points. Is that the same one? Yes, it is the same one. And he's gone down. Oh my god, that didn't last very long. Got the Stritsfarm M42. Rounds out. Direct hit again. 227, 2 critical hits. And he's about to get YOLO'd by a 12 ton. 12 tons firing at him, but not getting any results. Oh, no, he did. And he's gone down. So he's picked up some... damage assistance there because he tracked the Stritsfarm. And it's an AT2. Right, now that's a dangerous opponent for the tanks that are there, and they're pulling back as quickly as they can. Oh dear. Lost one there. Lost the Churchill and lost an AMX CLC. He's going for the KV1, but the KV1's gone down. T34. No, we lost sight of that AT2 for a second. He's still there. I think that 12 ton's going to find him. There he is. He's in the pass now. Line him up for a shot. So it's a very dangerous opponent, which only Arty really can deal with effectively. Round out. Oh, it falls behind. He just got the alignment wrong. He was moving forward, but he should be able to get it right this time. So long as that M4 keeps his interest, he'll sit there and take the shell. Okay, he's pulling back a little, but rounds out. And that splashes right in front of him for 189. So there's a Stug 4 just across the way who's laying fire into the M4. And another Arty round goes over the top of that AT2, but Major Nuisance fires. And he kills the AT2! He got the kill shot, and there goes the Stug. So there's 3 tanks up at the moment. This battle's going very well. Now, there was a T-34 up on that rise area, but we can't see him. He was seen up there last. Mind you, there was the T-34 nearby. Oh, we just lost the M4 to an Su-122 shot from the enemy end. We've got an Su-85 and a T-67 going round from the south route. So they're coming up onto the enemy cap area now. We should get sighting on some of the enemy forces in the rear. It looks to me like enemy Arty is over in the C1, C2 or D1, D2 area. I hope that Major Nuisance picks up on that. Yep, there they are. There's the SU-122 in D1. Line him up, and he's moving. Oh, he's gone down. Okay, well, there's the T-34, and he's gone down as well. There's only 4 enemy left. 2 Arty, a tank destroyer, and a light. Now there's the tank destroyer. It's a Wizzy 131. And unfortunately, that F-34. Oh no, that F-34 made a really bad mistake. The Su-85 rather. He made a really bad mistake there to go head to head on the Wizzy. Now, can Major Nuisance get the load in time? He's going to have to do a lead shot on it. Rounds out. Oh, it stopped. That is so annoying. He stunned it. It's so annoying because he had him perfectly lined up for a leading shot, but unfortunately too late. Now that Matilda's about to find out what the Wizzy can do at close range. Yeah, there he goes, into the cap. Lined him up. Now, Major Nuisance is loaded. Oh, and the Wizzy has gone down, but so's the Matilda. He was killed by the Hummel. Now, we haven't found the Hummel yet, but I suspect he's up north in grid square C1 or C2. And that's how he fired on the cap. The M41 Gorilla is going to the south, right up to the water's edge. I think he's going to sort of like fire on the cap once the M4 goes in. And the Bishop's moving up onto the mounts, onto the Temple Mount. There's the 12-ton. That's one of the reasons why the Gorilla was so trepidatious about moving forward. Oh, we've just lost the Gorilla. He was lost to the Hummel. And that round just stunned the 12-ton. Now the M4 is not going into the cap. He's going after the 12-ton. And that 12-ton's a lot faster than he is. There's the 12-ton. Okay, we can see him. Line him up for a shot. Work out where he's going. Round out. No, it's behind him. Well behind him. Now, get the reload in. Oh, that's another round coming in for the Hummel. Hits the... oh, the M4's gone down. 12 tons going to be a flaming nuisance. Rounds out. Oh, he got a chunk of him there. 78 hit points. Oh, they got him. The Bishop got the 12 ton. So that means it's 2 Arty versus 2 Arty. Now the enemy has got a Fifi and a Hummel. Now we've got a Bishop and an M44. Okay, Major Nuisance has pulled up his man pants and he's going into action. It's him and the Bishop are going to take the enemy. Now I'm pretty certain that the Hummel and the Fifi are to the north. Now, if I was the enemy, the Hummel, I would go. The Hummel would go to Major Nuisance's cap, whilst the Fifi comes in and tries to destroy them face to face. There's the Fifi. Oh my God, he's really close. Oh, this is really, really dicey. He's fired at the Bishop, and he shotguns him right in the face. 260 hit points. Oh, but we've lost the Bishop. We lost the Bishop to the oh, he was set fire by the Fifi, and he burned. So it's just the Hummel to destroy now, and I'm certain that the Hummel is up in the north area, in which case the Hummel probably is on his way south. But I mean, if I was in the Hummel, I would have headed to the enemy cap right now. There's the Hummel. Okay, best thing to do is drive at him, but drive at an oblique angle. Oh, big hit! 276. That was a good shot, manually aimed. Now he needs to keep his moving sideways, because the problem with the Hummel, of course, is that as you keep having to change your angle, it will throw off your aim. He's loaded. Okay, now needs to repair those tracks. He's lining up his shot. He's loaded. No, he's not loaded, so he's waiting for the load to go in. He's going to load before the Hummel does, though. And this is going to be spectacular. Turn. It's going to shoot it right into the Hummel's rear, and that's it. Lovely work there. Lovely job. Wins the battle for his team. I thought he'd actually fired the second round, or hadn't fired the second round when the Hummel hit him. But it appeared that he did fire it, and then he had to reload. But his reload was always going to beat the Hummel, because the Hummel's reload is just so much longer. And plus, once the Hummel had actually gone past him, he was able to turn, and he would outturn the Hummel any day. And obviously the Hummel was going to have great difficulty trying to bring his gun to bear on Major Nuisance. So well done there. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's a first class tanker for Major Nuisance in the M44. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 18 in that battle, and we can see the tanks that he hit here. Narrowly missed out on getting a fighter badge because he only got 3 kills, but it's a pity that because one more and he would have had an extra award. But when it came to hit points, he got the highest score on his team, 1,314. Unfortunately, the Hummel managed to get the highest overall. He picked up the high caliber, 1,744. He also picked up 5 kills. Major Nuisance managed to get the highest on his team with 3 kills. And when it came to base XP, of course, Major Nuisance was scored the highest of all, 1,018, which is higher than both teams. He fired the 15 rounds, got 5 direct hits, 5 penetration, 6 splash, damage of 1,314 hit points, of which 760 were at more than 300 meters. He did receive 1 hit as a result of splash damage from the Hummel, and he did spot 1 enemy vehicle, and that was the Hummel itself, and he hit 7 of the enemy and killed 3 of them. He did damage assistance of 344 and did stun assistance of 726 hit points off 8 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 39,833 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he still had 30,412 credits spare. He received 1,527 experience points, but as this was not the first battle of the day and there was no other multipliers in there, that's all he took away. But yes, it was well, it wasn't so much a Benny Hill chase, but it was a standoff, or you might say a duel in the street, almost like a noon high noon shootout on Main Street, and it worked perfectly for Major Nuisance. Even though he got wounded with the second shot, his first shot managed to cripple the Hummel sufficiently so that the next shot would have been it. I would say that one thing, though, to Major Nuisance, he did have a repair kit and he did have a first aid kit. In a circumstance like that, where the enemy is only on very, very little hit points, you could run at the enemy and kill them, and you'd probably survive. The only difficulty in this case was that because he was so badly damaged by the Hummel's second shot, if he tried to ram kill, they both would have died. So taking the second shot was probably the right thing to do. However, if you hadn't been hit by the Hummel, you could have ram killed for sure, and you would have come off okay. But it was a great ending to the battle, and you did win for your team, and so well done on that. If you like this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, because we need all the subscriptions we can get. And hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in our next video.